Hey y'all, and welcome back to yet another episode of Money Making Honey, the podcast. It is me, the voice, Ray Broadnax. And of course, as usual, I'm going to start the podcast off with what I am grateful for today. So today I wrote in my journal and said that I am grateful for, I'm going to read it to y'all verbatim. I said, today I am grateful for my home and my new home to come. So for those of y'all who don't know, if you're watching this right now, you can see that I'm in a new setting. I moved a few days ago to a new place here in Atlanta, and I'm so grateful for this place. It costs less than the last one. I'm just happy to be in a new space altogether, mentally, emotionally, physically, all of that. And like I said, I'm grateful for my home to come because eventually, soon enough, I will have my own place by myself to myself. So I'm going to be working on manifesting that. You know what I'm saying? So with that being said, that brings me to the point of I have a lot of changes going on in my life. Like I said, I just moved and I've been having, a hard time lately. I don't know. So I just decided that I'm just going to jump out there and just do more things. And I decided I would go back to school. So, y'all, I'm going back to school. I actually go back to school tomorrow. Tomorrow is my first day. I'm so excited. Y'all, I'm so excited. I don't even know what I want to pack for lunch. I've been thinking about, what am I going to cook? What am I going to pack for lunch? And I'm not sure about what I'm going to be wearing because I have to wear certain, colors and stuff like that. And I don't really have anything yet for school, but I did go to Target and get me some school supplies, just a couple pens, a notebook, those type of things I need for school. So today we're going to talk about me going back to school at the age of, I'm 27. We're going to talk about me going back to school, and we're also going to talk about, why it is a good idea to go back to school. Okay. So, I'm going back to school. I am going to cosmetology school full time. I was accepted into a local beauty school out here basically I'm going to school to be a master cosmetologist, which means that I'm going to be learning hair, nails, skin, waxing, makeup, especially. Makeup, well, not especially makeup, but I'm just saying that's what right now I have the most interest in anyway. So I'm going to be learning about all those things. I don't know why, y'all, I didn't go back to school before and why I never thought to just go to cosmetology school before. I don't know, because if you know me, I like to do all different things. I'm 100% interested in everything that is beauty, period. Also, with me being in the military pays for it. So there's absolutely no reason for me not to be in school. I'm also still a flight attendant. So, the way that cosmetology school works is, by hours and stuff like that. So I'm going to be, I have it in my head how I'm going to work that out. But, it may get a little hard. It may get hard here and there, but I'm definitely dedicated to my education, like always. So that's that. So how it happened, how I got the idea to actually go back to school. I had reconnected with a friend recently, and she actually does waxing. Her name's Tanjanika. Shout out to her. She actually waxes, and she has her own studio, her own wax studio out in Hampton, Virginia, I believe. And she just was telling me you should start waxing. She just told me just how wonderful of experience it was. And she's an entrepreneur as well. She used to have her own e-commerce business. And she just was saying that she wanted something that was more consistent, and waxing became it. So she started waxing and she stuck to it. So she was just telling me, that I should start waxing. So I started looking into it as far as classes and stuff. And I learned that in Georgia, you can't really do anything without a cosmetology license, at least, or esthetician license actually to wax. So with that being said, I just beauty schools start popping up. I was looking at some beauty schools about their esthetician programs. Some schools were telling me they didn't even have the esthetician program. They only had the cosmetology program. And then I came across a school that offered a master cosmetology course that covered esthetician and all that. So I set up meetings with 2 different schools. And the first school I went to, I was waiting and I was trying to call my other school about the meeting, and I couldn't even get in contact with the second school. And then the second school didn't even have the esthetician program, which is what I was initially interested in anyway, because I wanted to do like the waxing and things like that. So after my meeting with the first school, I just fell in love with them and they fell in love with me, and I got accepted. And I definitely was pulled in by the fact that they offered a program that covered everything. I'm the type person, if you know me, you know I've tried to do nails before. I do makeup. I like hair. I like to get my hair done and stuff like that. I'm not really that good myself at like curling my own hair and stuff like that. But as a child, I used to braid hair. I braided my own hair. Like, if you need your hair done, like if I have to do my hair, I can do my hair. Like, I can do hair. So that's that. Makeup, definitely had an interest in like figuring out about waxing. I believe in this course as well, I'm going to learn to do lashes, which I've always said that I do not want to be a lash tech by no means, because it's such a tedious like thing to do. No shade to nobody that do lashes. I just feel like it's like tedious, and I don't have the patience for that. But I'm going to learn all those things. And when I went to the school, like the school was beautiful. The people were beautiful. There's a lot of, people that look like me at the school as well. My instructors, like it just, the vibe, everything about it felt right and felt good to me. So I decided to go to that school. I'm going to school full time. I'm super, super excited. My family, they're very supportive, of course. My supporters are supportive. And I'm just so excited for this journey. I wanted to go back to school really because for one, I have a lot of stuff going on. And like I said, they pay me. Yeah, the military pays me to go to school. They're going to pay for me to go to school. So it's going to help me financially. And I just feel like at this point in my life, I want something solid. I want to have some type of license, some type of degree, something that I can take and say I actually accomplished. I actually stuck to something and I finished it. And if you've been listening to my podcast, I talked about in the past couple episodes just that I try a lot of different things and I don't really stick to something because once I'm not interested anymore, I go on about my business. But I feel like going to cosmetology school is perfect for me because, like I said, everything I'm always into is beauty anyway, and I get to go and learn about everything that's beauty, and I could pick what I want to specialize in. Maybe I'll fall in love with doing hair again, and then maybe I'll just want to do braids, or maybe I'll specialize in color, or maybe I'll go out here and start making wigs, or maybe I'll just want to wax, or maybe I'll get back into nails and want to do pedicures and nails and stuff again. You know what I'm saying? It's so many possibilities. Possibilities are endless, and also I want to have something on my own, as in my own salon, my own something, my own space where I can call it my own. I'm my own boss, and I can have the space and the credentials to bring other people in and teach them as well, and guide them and give them, a space, a safe space to be in and grow and learn about, the beauty industry and stuff like that. So I thought it was a perfect idea for me to go to beauty school. I think it's a perfect idea. I do fully intend on getting my 4-year degree as well. Also included in my program, in my beauty program, is like they're teaching me about how to run my own salon, business management, like all those type of things. I'm going to learn that as well. So I thought that was, I just fell in love with the program. I just thought that was just the most wonderful idea ever. I'm just so excited, y'all. I'm so excited. When I went to orientation, I had orientation a couple days ago. We learned about barbicide. And I just was like, what? Like, just barbicide and just learning certain things. Like, it was such a great experience, like being in class. And I just love anything that's like hands-on and stuff like that. Like, And I love to sit, write notes, and like I don't have a problem with the bookwork part, but the fact that I'm gonna be able to come to school and actually touch things and do things and work on my skills and, you know, be around people that have interests like I have, that's so exciting to me. And not only that, I also was telling myself, like, okay, I just moved to Atlanta. I need to find a way to meet people and, you know, get my business, get my brand out there, do some networking. And I just don't feel like the place for me to network is the club. It's not, because that's not my scene. That's not my environment. I'm not comfortable there. I'm not into nightlife. I'm really, really not. Not saying anything's wrong with them or that I wouldn't meet nice people out there, I'm sure. But I just want to, you know, meet people in a more natural way, something that's natural to me. So going to school and interacting with my classmates and potential clients and stuff like that, and meeting people and connecting, that's super exciting to me. I cannot wait to do that. Ultimately, my goal as far as school is just to, you know, stick to my program, figure out what it is I like by the end of my program, and then have my own. Like, that's my goal. That's my end goal. And I know, you know, probably I'll work in somebody else's shop first or whatever. But at the end of the day, I'm going to have my own, period. That's it. And I intend to not only, you know, go to school, complete my program, but to excel in my program as well. Pay attention, do my absolute best, get everything my best effort, and see what it is that I like, you know, what sticks with me or whatever. So yeah, that's why I decided to go back to school. I just want something new. Like, I'm just ready for something new and to just push myself. Like I said, I haven't been in the best situation or whatever lately, but I just figured, like, if I'm going through hell, I might as well just keep going. So I have everything that I need to get everything I want, but I'm just at this point trying to figure out what I'm doing with the pieces, pretty much. And I'm doing that with the pieces. So yeah, I'm excited. I'm trying to think what else I wanted to tell y'all. I'm just super excited. I can't wait. I go to school tomorrow. I'm just excited. I'm excited. And I'm just excited too to have something else to keep my mind off of things I don't need my mind on, just to busy myself. Like, I definitely said that this year was my year to work and to, you know what I'm saying? And I also said I wanted to go back to school this year. I went to do my FAFSA, whatever. Y'all know what I'm talking about. And it was already done. I was like, wait a minute. I forgot I had already did it. I had already did it for the 2001, 2002, and the 2002, 2003 school years. I had already did them, honey. Because I set that intention I was going back to school. I didn't know what I was going back to school for, but now I figured it out. So, going to school to be a master cosmetologist. Oh, I also meant to say, I'm excited because this also opens a new, like, door of, like, a new connection with some friends I already have. Like, my best friend is a licensed esthetician. And then, like, my friend Mimi, she's a licensed cosmetologist. And who is it? Somebody else. Oh, like I said, my friend Tanjanika, she does wax and she has her own business, stuff like that. Like, this opens a new door for, like, conversations that I can have with them. Because, you know, my best friend, she was trying to talk to me about skin stuff. I'm like, girl, I don't even know what you're talking about. But now I know, and, like, as I'm learning and she's already licensed, she can help me. And we could talk about what products do this and what she knows about this. And because she's very interested in the skin part. And she told me, she's like, I think you'll have so much fun with that because you love to research and, like, get into whatever it is that you're involved in too. And I really do. So I'm gonna want to know everything and know her opinions. And she waxes as well as my friend Tanjanika. So I'm gonna want to know, like, what wax y'all like, what experiences did you have with this? What's the best technique for this? What's the best technique for that? I'm super excited about that. And then, like, my friend Mimi, I was telling her, like, I get to talk to her about hair and stuff now more, and, like, the healthiness of hair, and what products she suggests and stuff like that. Like, it's just a whole new door. And then when I announced that I was going to cosmetology school, like, people was writing me, just wanting to talk about, like, the hair stuff. Like, this girl named Georgette, that I met through somebody else, honey. She was talking to me just about her experience and how she liked to do hair, but then she found out about waxing and she really loves waxing and stuff like that. So I'm just super excited for the new doors it's opening. Like, there was people I wanted to take classes from, like online. I mean, not online. People like from Instagram and stuff I wanted to take classes from. Because before I decided to go to hair school, like way before, I had decided that I wanted to take a wig class by this particular girl that just does amazing work, like for her wigs. And I wanted to take a makeup class by a makeup artist that I follow. But now that I'm in cosmetic school and cosmetology school, it's just kicking it up, like even more. Like I was telling my friend, I'm like, now if we find a class, we can go take the class together, because I understand that being in school, they're going to teach me like the foundation. But if it's something I really want to master for real, and I want to learn, like different people can teach you different things, I should probably go take a class. You know what I'm saying? It's some people in Richmond. I know Shasha, this girl I know, Shah the stylist, my cousin. Hey girl, love her to life. But she be offering 101s and stuff like that, and she be laying them wigs down. So maybe if I decide I want to do frontals, I might go to her to get a class. Like, I don't know, that possibilities are endless, and this experience is already just bringing so much joy to my life. And I haven't even had my first day of school. I haven't even had my first day of school yet, and I'm just so excited. I'm so excited, y'all. Y'all do not understand. Like, I'm just so excited. I cannot wait to go to school. Like, y'all, I'm just so excited. I just keep saying it. I'm just so excited. Like, I cannot wait to go to school. I cannot wait to learn. I cannot wait to meet new people and touch their lives and share my personality and my light, with people. It's just, I don't know. I'm just excited. I know it's going to be a good experience. So, yeah, with that being said, now I'm going to give y'all a few reasons that you should go back to school, or some good reasons just to go back to school. First off, you cannot go wrong with furthering your education. It matter how old you are not too old to go back to school for anything that you want to go back to school. Maybe you want to go to school maybe you want to go like to college. You want to get a degree in something. Maybe you want to go to a trade school like I do. Maybe you want to get into cosmetology. Maybe you want to get into something completely different than you've ever done before. You are never too old to further your education. You should always be furthering your education in some which way, shape, or form. And that's what I'm learning. And that's why as soon as I finish beauty school, I'll probably be going to get my 4-year degree as well. Because I'm going to get my 4-year degree. And that's on period. The next reason that you should go to school is because the time will pass regardless. Like that man saying on commercial, you sitting there and time passing. Like, what are you doing? You're not even doing nothing. And I was thinking about that too. Like, I'm in a predicament, like with my job, y'all, being a flight attendant. But that's a whole nother video. It's not giving me what I need to give. So why not cut down my hours there and go to school, where in my case, I get paid to go to school, and I could be in there learning something that even if I finish this program and feel like I want to do something completely different, I still have something to fall back on. I have a license. I've been trained. I learned how to do hair. I learned how to wax. Like, I will have more things to fall back on. You know what I'm saying? The time is going to pass regardless. And then I think we had an issue too, like me being older, I had that issue of like, I want to say when I was younger, of feeling like, dang, I didn't go to college right out of high school. So what's the point of me ever going? And that's really not true. I feel like when I get that degree, or when I graduate, flight attendant training, when I graduate from cosmetology school, graduating from cosmetology school gonna feel just as good as it would have felt if I would have went to cosmetology school when I was 17, 18 years old. And I think that goes for like everything. I was thinking about that, like it's for YouTube. I remember thinking like years ago, like I can't really do YouTube because other people are already, they done already did it and they successful in it and they younger than me and I'm older. So I don't even feel like that no more. Because even if I don't be successful on YouTube until I'm 60, I'm still going to succeed at it eventually. I ain't waiting that long. I'm trying to get it cracking right now, but you know what I'm saying? It's not no biggie. Like, that time gonna pass, and you could be learning. You could be earning that degree, earning your, license or whatever. I also wanted to say that another reason to go to school is because it's just something to focus on. And that's another reason I'm going to school, because I just feel like I need to be focused and accomplishing something to keep my mind off of involving myself or doing things that is just foolish or giving my time to stuff I don't need to give my time to. So now I'm about to be in school full time and working full time and dedicate to my YouTube channel, and I'm going to be just fine. Because I already done calculated everything. How it's going to get done. And how I'm going to rest. Because I'm always having my rest, okay? Don't overwork yourself. But yeah, that's all I wanted to talk about as far as going back to school. Let me know if you guys are thinking about going back to school and, what you think about going back to school for. And if you did go back to school, at an older age or whatever, if you complete just your school experience altogether, just let me know. Talk to me about it. Now, y'all, I have been saying to y'all for weeks and weeks and weeks, I want to add a segment to my podcast, Askprettyrai, but nobody's giving me no submissions for my Askprettyrai. But I finally got a submission, so I'm going to read it to you guys, and I'm going to answer it. Before I read it, y'all, Askprettyrai is a segment on my podcast where you can ask me anything you want to ask me about anything. Personal, friendships, business, anything you want, any type of advice on, you just drop it in my submission box, and it's anonymous, and I will answer for you guys. So if you're watching this, it's in the description of this video, and if you're listening, it's in the description of this podcast episode as well. So I'm going to read today's submission, and then I'm going to answer it. I did already read this submission, but I don't really remember it for real. So I'm giving you an answer off the dome. So it says, how do you feel about picking a niche? Yes, it's a niche. I feel like you do so well showcasing how multifaceted you are, and I struggle with that. Any tips? Thank you so much. Okay. Well, thank you. I actually know who sent me this, but I appreciate that. And I think Constance actually sent me this. I don't think Constance sent me this, and I just want to say to her that you do a great job at showcasing how multifaceted you are. She does beauty content. Not beauty content. Well, fashion. Fashion is beauty, but you know what I'm saying? Fashion content, and she has her own podcast. And I think she just does a great job of having a branding of I can dress and I'm smart. So listen to what I have to say. So yeah, but as far as picking a niche, I've decided recently, and I realized that I personally don't recommend picking a niche. I recommend maybe picking a niche and then breaking it down into 3 smaller sub niches, perhaps, or just picking a couple of things, but I don't recommend niching down extremely specifically. You know what I'm saying? So what is my niche? Don't even give me the line. Flyers and life, that's a big one. Inspiration, motivation, and I guess it's just my niche in general is motivation and hustling, lifestyle, the lifestyle of a hustler, pretty much. As far as showing how multifaceted I am, I've learned to kind of not do 10 million things at a time, because it just really literally exhausted me. And I'm just learning how to break those things into smaller. I don't know how to explain it. Kind of do them all together, if that makes sense. Which I still do a lot of stuff, but I try to keep it not too much, too busy. I don't know how to explain it. I stopped doing a lot of stuff, but I'm an entrepreneur. I do my YouTube. My YouTube is pretty much my life. So I just vlog my life. I vlogged that I'm a flight attendant. I vlogged me doing business. When I was working at Hooters, I was vlogging about that. And I just talk about my life and transitioning from moving from my hometown to a new state, new city, and just pretty much going for all new experiences altogether. The tips I have for niching would be do things and show the world things that are authentic to you and that you enjoy. And I feel like that will make it easier than you trying to say, oh, I see people like mukbangs or something like that. So now you always trying to do a mukbang when that's not even really what you into. You know what I'm saying? You really like gardening and stuff like that. I say make content about whatever the hell you want to make content about. And when you find what works for you, and when I say what works for you, I'm not saying this is what gets the most views, so I'm just going to do that. Like, I feel like when I find my niche, and I think I already found it. I think that when you find your niche, it's going to just work for you. It's going to work for you. You're going to enjoy making the videos. You're going to enjoy making the content based around that. And the followers and supporters and viewers and subscribers, they will come. I think we have to get out of, I'm getting a little bit off topic, and I think that Constance herself knows this, but I'm just saying it for anybody. I think we have to get out of the idea of like, oh, I posted one video, I worked really hard on this reel or this TikTok, and it didn't get the views I wanted, and, people didn't, I didn't get the followers I wanted and stuff like that. I think we have to get out of that and realize that the answer always is going to be consistency. I've accepted that I probably won't like make one video and like today and it just blow up. It's going to take time. You know what I'm saying? I have to be consistent and show that I want it. For example, the one video that I had, 2 videos kind of go like semi-viral. They went semi-viral 2 years after they were posted, but they were wonderful videos. And I put it out there. I sowed those fruits. I sowed those seeds, and that was the outcome. Now, the only thing that I need to work on that I'm smoking right now and that I know is going to get me to where I need to go is consistency. Show up and show that this is what you want to do. You have to enjoy the process even when it's not going good for you. And I enjoy this process. I really do. I enjoy it. Even if I put up a video and it don't get a certain amount of views or whatever, I still enjoy putting up my YouTube videos. Like, it brings me so much joy. Even if I just get one comment or one person share my video on Facebook that I see, like, or one person like it, or, somebody write me about my video. I enjoy that. I don't have to have 1 million views and 1 million subscribers to enjoy what I'm doing. And I still enjoy it. I enjoy doing YouTube. I enjoy it. I enjoy like being an influencer. I thoroughly enjoy it. Like, I genuinely do. And with that being said, the fact that I'm enjoying it and I'm being consistent, something's going to work for me. My niche is just being myself. So my ultimate tip for niching is to be yourself and produce content that is authentic to you. And your niche will find you. Your niche will find you. Being yourself is your niche. So what is your stuff like? What do you want to tell the world? What do you want to show the world? I already know my subscribers and stuff coming. I'm just going to be consistent and put out this content, okay? Until they get here. But yeah, I hope I answered the question. I appreciate Constance. I appreciate you for being my first submission. I've had submissions for Askprettyrai before, but not when it was on my podcast. But thanks for looking out, girls. So, y'all, if y'all need any advice about anything, y'all, you got some friendship drama, some man drama, anything, just advice on life or anything you think I could help you, make sure you submit to Askprettyrai, and I will read your submission on my podcast and give you my best advice, okay? And I'm not going to steer you wrong. I'm not going to tell you nothing crazy, honey. I'm going to help you out. So, yeah. That being said, I think that's a wrap. For this episode of Money Making Honey, the podcast. I appreciate you guys so much for tuning in. And I'll see you guys in my next episode. Bye.